Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are jumping in to finish off the end of the Super Saiyan 3 Broly EZA. This is the team that I'm using. It was the one that I showed at the end of the team building guide. Full siblings bond team. Obviously Go Bros, Gohan, Vegeta, Goten, all very good damage dealers. And then we have Toa and Vados for support. Obviously past stage 20, extreme units basically stop dealing damage. But Toa is just here for the support. And then of course if we things start to get a little bit harder as we go through, we have the opportunity to get the free 50% heal from her as well. But I will say, in the experience so far, going through the stages, this one definitely not super difficult. I mean, obviously this team is a very good team to use for it, but as you can see there, like Gohan, even without building up any defense or anything yet, only taking 25k from a super. Honestly, the only thing I think that makes this one maybe more time consuming than some of the other ones is it does feel like he has a lot of HP, especially once you get past like stage 20. I think right up to at least stage 15, maybe even all the way up to 20, I was getting rotations where I would just take him out in one turn. Especially units like the Int Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He's definitely an MVP on this team. In fact, we'll go ahead and put him in slot 1 here. And I know basically for a fact from what we've seen in the stages so far, he will take out Broly. We also have the Vados support on rotation. I mean, yeah, 2.8 mil. Even without crits, this guy does crazy damage to Broly. Yeah, 3.4 mil. So, goodbye, Broly. And obviously, tons of people have put up the Go Bros, which is, you know, it's always nice during an EZA. You can often find the ideal friend, even if it's a unit that you wouldn't find as often. Like Go Bros, you do still find set fairly frequently. But even EZAs that require slightly more obscure units, like people are much more likely to have them up to help everybody out. So that is good. I mean, obviously it doesn't fix the problems of the friend system, but so what we basically try and do is maximize everything we can about each rotation. So for example, we know that Gohan raises his attack once he takes a hit. Can't get a super for them, that's unfortunate. So it makes sense to put him in the first slot, because then he's going to be able to deal more damage. And then Vegeta in the middle, going to come in and deliver a huge hit. The Go Bros, I've said this about them in videos before, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world if you can't get enough ki for them to super, because they have the potential to do the built-in additionals. And then obviously we are bringing a Rainbow friend, mine is Rainbow as well. So they both have a decent amount of additional. Unfortunately, we didn't get the bonus additional super, so he is still alive. And then, of course, Goten, one of the really useful things about him, I talked about this in the team building guide, even though we can't activate his full passive on this team, because we don't have a Kid Trunks or a Krillin. One of the really useful things about him is he does raise Superclass Allies' attack when he supers. So, of course, any rotation that we get him on, it always makes sense to put him in slot 1. Because then he's going to be boosting everybody's attack. And like that's what I'm saying about turns where we could, like, even up to getting close to stage 20, if I had a rotation that was like Goten in slot 1 and then the Int Vegeta in slot 2, it's just an insane amount of damage. And then you throw like a support unit into slot 3. So this is a good example, I guess. So we can put Goten first. He's going to boost attack. Then we can grab this with the Go Bros, get the 18 key super from them, and Vados is providing support to all siblings bond units. So the Go Bros, potentially, depending on additionals, are absolutely going to destroy Broly here. 3.2 mil on their first super attack. Yeah, just over 2.2 million damage with no crit. And then, unfortunately, we only get the additional normals. But even that third normal attack did over 1 million damage with a crit from a normal. And then Vados, obviously, she is a super unit, so she doesn't get the huge damage nerf. But obviously, she's not a crazy damage-dealing unit herself. So, unable to take Broly out here. But that's fine, because obviously now we just have Vegeta here. We can put him in slot 1. And, yeah, even without the support from Toa, he probably finishes off Broly here either way. So, yeah, 2.5 mil on his attack. in some of the like early half of this EZA, he was critting for like 5 or 6 million damage. So he definitely is an MVP for this particular EZA. So that was stage 29. So now we can move on to the 30th and final stage. And then I will be ending the video with a bonus multi on the Heroes banner, because we were talking about this before. I've mentioned it on Twitter. We talked about it in the stream last night. But like for someone like me, obviously the hero stuff is super hype. I want to try and capitalize on it as much as possible. I'm basically just sinking every stone I get until the banner goes away into that banner. I'm at a point now where I can't really buy anymore, because obviously we don't know what else is coming, and like, you know, I bought quite a few stones for this Heroes banner in general, so I'm not going to be buying anymore. So the 30 stones from doing this EZA, technically 34 if you do all the missions, is probably going to be the last time I get up to a full 50 stones before the banner actually goes away. So definitely going to sink those 50 stones into the banner here after we're done with this, because I need one more copy of Vegito to rainbow him, one more copy of Bardock to rainbow him. So those are the two like ideal pulls. I only have one dupe in Toa and Black Marseillan, so I would actually quite like to pull an extra copy of them if possible, because obviously the biggest problem with the Heroes banner is when it finally comes back, like probably in a year from now, any of those units that you're missing dupes for are going to be unfeatured, which makes pulling them way more difficult. So Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta not quite finishing off Broly, so the Gobro is going to come in and take him out here with the 12 key super, and then there you go. So that is the first 30 stages of the Broly EZA fully completed. Like I said, I think it was quite easy, all things considered. So let's go ahead and EZA our boy here. I'll probably just cut this part out and come back when he's fully EZA'd. Okay, so here is Broly, fully Extreme Z awakened and trained up to 140 Super Attack 15. So as we've seen from all the 120 leaders, his leader skill is now Extreme Tech Types Key 3, HP Attack and Defense 130%, and then Super Types 3 Key and 90%. His Super Attack does immense damage to the enemy and massively lowers defense. And now his post-EZA passive is Attack and Defense 120%. Then he gets an additional attack 12%, but defense minus 6% per key sphere obtained. Medium chance of launching an additional super attack with 3 or more tech key spheres obtained. So it's kind of annoying that it's specific to tech. And then, of course, you have to pick up a minimum of 3, which means he's going to be getting minus 18% defense. I do think, like, obviously we know from what we've seen on JP, obviously we're going to jump into a video, probably the next video I put up after this, actually showing him off. But I personally don't think it would have made him brokenly overpowered. They should have just given him attack and defense up with orb obtained. Like, make him a proper full-on nuker. Because, yeah, you could argue that if you then give him, like, a huge field of orbs, he's potentially going to be hitting some insanely high attack stat. But, like, that's still not going to make him anywhere near the best unit in the game. Like, we've seen units that are so brokenly overpowered. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't have made this guy usable, because one of his biggest problems will always be that he's just not on many teams. Like, he's on crossover now, which is kind of cool, but you're just not really ever going to run him on any of these teams. Like, he doesn't have over in a flash, so he doesn't fit super well on Super Saiyan 3. You basically have to link him up with either Bardock or the transforming Goku, and then of course once that Goku transforms, he loses out. And then Pure Saiyans, obviously you can run him with a bunch of Brolys, but it's just very, very restrictive. So there you go. That is the fully EZA'd Broly. But now we are going to go ahead, like I said, and end off the video with the final summon on the Heroes banner. And we are looking for this man right here. We're going to play his super attack animation. I've tried cracking the code on the last multi that I did. And obviously, you know, we all know it's kind of just a meme, but it didn't come through for me. So we're going to try the old school superstition of playing the super attack animation first. So here we go, round things out with the final Heroes multi. Goten and Trunks coming in. In the entire summons that I've done on this banner, I didn't get a single god animation, and it looks like we're still not getting one. So there you go. But Goten and Trunks can be one of those animations that means 3 SSRs. So, who knows? But I already have a horrible feeling that this is going to be one of those only the GSSR multis. But, hey, if it's Vegito or Bardock, that means them rainbowed for me. So, I would be very, very happy with that to end things out here. Oh, no. Oh, good. It's going to be Dark Mask King. I think I've literally, since I rainbowed him, I think I've pulled like 6 copies of him. So that is literally, I think, I mean, there are a bunch of other ones I do have rainbow, but that is by far, I think, the worst possible pull. I've pulled him more than any other featured unit. So I guess Vegito and Bardock are going to stay at 90% for now. But well, there you go. That is the last part of the Broly EZA. Let me know what you guys thought of the EZA. How hard was it for you? What team did you use? Let people know down below in the comments in case anyone needs any extra help. And obviously, if you are watching this video and you haven't seen the team building guide and you do need some tips, go check that out as well. I always do one for every EZA. And go over the top picks as well as some honourable mentions, and then people in the comments always mention some good units if there's any that I forgot, so make sure to go check that out as well. But there you go, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the link to my Discord down in the description, feel free to join in the fun over there, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.